What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Ox here with another video. If you're new to the channel, we do upload Pokemon Go content mostly related to PvP, and if you're a returning subscriber like Ogbaluri Okori, thank you for the support. Now, I am still feeling very sick, and I just want to give a big thank you to everyone for all of the love that was shown to me on the previous video, wishing me well in feeling better, and hopefully that will come in the coming days. Now, all of the hype this weekend revolved around Walrein and its community day, learning Powder Snow and Icicle Spear. This is a Pokemon that is expected to truly shift the Great League meta, as well as the Ultra League and possibly even the Master League. Today, we're taking a look at Walrein in the Great League. Now, while Walrein is going to be an excellent option for the Open Great League, I think where it's really going to excel is in the Theme Cups, where a lot of its hardest counters are banned. I see it performing very similarly to a Pokemon like Dewgong, which is an excellent pick when you take out some of its hardest counters like the Steel types, the Fighting types like Medicham. In leagues where those Pokemon are going to be banned, that's where Walrein is really going to excel. In the Open Great League, it's still going to be a top tier pick, but it's quite difficult to build a team around it because it does have so many weaknesses. As a result, the team I'm going with here today is Azumarill and Trevenant in the back. Two fighting type counters should provide some nice coverage for Walrein, but we'll see how this team performs in this video. Needless to say, this is going to be a Pokemon that you definitely are going to want to build for the Great League, as well as all of its theme cups. You may even want to consider building one for the Master League, and you're definitely going to want one for the Ultra League. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please consider leaving a like on the video. It really helps the channel grow. Leave a comment in the comments section down below. Without any further ado, let's jump into the first battle right now. So initially I went 0-2 with a different Walrein team. I then switched it into the lead and ended up salvaging a 3-2 set. I followed that up 2-3 sets. So the first half of this video is going to be taking a look at some of those battles, and then the second half of this video will be taking a look at the final set I did with this team, which got us back over the 2900s. Here against a Mew lead, pretty rough. I did shield up the potential wild charge. The opponent did bait us, and then I swapped out expecting back-to-back moves, but the opponent held off from throwing. This is a pretty horrible spot to be in, so I'm going to throw the Shadow Ball here. The opponent does decide to let that go, and they're going to throw the Sky Attack here, so I'm going to let the Trevenants go down. And now we have a decision to make, coming with Walrein or the Azumarill. I'm going to decide to come in here with the Azumarill and actually try and commit to the complete farm down. Thankfully, we are able to do that before they throw a move. Mew comes in, I'm going to throw the Ice Beam and then swap out into the Walrein to force the second shield. So I like this play right here, a little combo. Hit him with that Icicle Spear like Goldberg.
And he does Christian grabbing that kill.
And they swap out into Scrafty. So this is pretty bad. I'm going to throw the Icicle Spear right here. And I'm kind of hoping that they do go for the farm down, which allows me to get to this second move. And this is going to put them very low. Now at this point, they actually stop attacking. And I was deciding, what do I want to do here? But then I realized, you know what? They can't actually KO Azumarill with one wild charge anyways, so I may as well just take this out right here, swap out into the Azumarill. We did let the Switch Timer Cup, which is very nice. Mew comes in. I don't need to shield this. Wild charge will not KO. It's going to lower their defense, and now we get to the Ice Beam. This is going to be enough to take them out. We're going to be able to win this game despite a very tough lead right there in the form of Mew. 1-0. Let's hop into the next battle. So we started these battles off at 2870. We got Walrein into Alolan Ninetales. Now, with Charm, this is actually not too great for Walrein, but against Powder Snow, Ninetales is actually pretty good. So the opponent here, going to throw a move. This was very early, so it is a Side Shock. Going to build up to the Earthquake. Actually overfarmed quite a bit, and they catch on the Azumarill. Like, that is just a great catch right there. I built up to like, what, 10 Powder Snows? Who knows? But a great catch. Thankfully, we do have the Trevenant here as an answer, but wasting that energy on the Azumarill is very, very unfortunate. So I take that damage right here to give the Ninetales minimal farm. Going to throw the Seed Bomb right here. And that is going to knock out Azumarill. They come back with the Ninetales, going for the Shadow Ball, hoping they do not shield this. And they do not. That's huge damage right there. Going to come in with the Azumarill, tank a move. Likely will be a Side Shock. That's totally fine. And it's a Medicham in the back. So this game isn't exactly over yet. Gonna bait with the Ice Beam right here. I'm gonna call this Psychic, and thankfully it is indeed the Psychic, so good shield right there. Going to bait with the Ice Beam, and then I think on the second try I will go for the Play Rough just in case they don't want to shield here, but more often than not they're going to shield. Their Ninetales is so low that they need to preserve the health on the Medicham at this point, and this is doing more damage than pretty much anything from the Walrein at this point. So they're going to be forced to throw again. They do need to go for Psychic, of course, to take out the Azumarill from this range. We'll come back in with the Walrein, and now I'm hoping that 2 Icicle Spears will be enough to take out the Medicham. Can we outpace them though? Yes, we can. And thankfully that Ninetales is dry on energy. We should be able to farm down before they get to a move, and we're going to be able to take that game. Let's hop into the next battle. So we're leading Walrein this time into a Victreebel. And what you're going to notice, there were a lot of really bad leads in these sets, and we still pulled out a lot of wins. So right here, Walrein, we pretty much cannot win this matchup, only in the zeros. So I'm going to throw the Icicle Spear, gets the shield, we're going to get farmed down right here. Can't swap out because of course the Azumarill gets wrecked here. So coming with the Trevenant, almost nobody's running Sludge Bomb, so it's a pretty safe no shield. If it is the Sludge Bomb, then it's GG, but we do no shield that. That still took out so much of our HP. We see them come in here with the Bastiodon, which is pretty horrible. I come with Azumarill. It's actually a decent matchup here for us, but unfortunately without Hydro Pump, it's actually quite bad for the Bastiodon. And Vigoroth has a decent matchup here as well against Azumarill. It's not that bad because Body Slam is very spammy, and it still does a decent chunk of damage to the Azumarill. So I'm going to decide to no shield right here, which is definitely a mistake. I need to start realizing that I need to use my shield at some point, right? Especially against Bastiodon. Not really sure what I'm doing here, trying to get 2 shield flexed on, I guess, but hey, it is what it is. Going to throw the Ice Beam here, of course, making it seem like I have Hydro Pump when I don't, but we get the shield. And then unfortunately for us, not really sure I'm going for Seed Bomb either. I should definitely be going for Shadow Ball, but guys, remember, I am very sick. I am laying in my bed with a very sick state of mind, so mistakes are going to happen, and I apologize for that, but we're going to lose that game regardless. Get 2 shield flexed on. Let's hop into the next battle. See, now we're at 2887 after salvaging that 3-2 I mentioned earlier in the video. And this is another horrible lead right here in the form of Medicham, so I swap out into the Azumarill. The opponent is staying in, which was, I mean, it makes sense as well. It depends what they have. It's not a bad match for Medicham. Medicham can actually win this matchup, to be honest, so XL Medicham is pretty damn strong. They do shield up the play rough, and they come in with Walrein. Now, Walrein is actually quite difficult for this team, and there are some issues for this team, of course. Something like Jellicent in the lead is also very difficult. You can see play rough does some nice damage. They went for Icicle Spear against the Azumarill the first time, which is definitely a misplay right there, but we're going to take that. They have to throw the Earthquake there to knock us out, and we come with Walrein. And again, Earthquake isn't going to knock us out here, so I'm going to force them to throw the Earthquake. If they bait with Icicle Spear, it's even better for us. And for some reason they do, so we're saving our shields. Like you saw in the last battle, I like saving my shields for Season 26. So Medicham comes in here, they swap out to Bastiodon. Not a great matchup, and as you can see, these are very anti-Walrein teams, right? Like, they have at least 2 answers for Walrein on all of these teams we're seeing. So people are already shifting, adapting to what could be the new meta of Walrein, where it reigns over the meta. But we are able to farm down there. Gonna throw the Shadow Ball at the Medicham. This will get the final shield. And now at this point I come in with the Walrein. Just needs to get to 2 Icicle Spears. I'm actually gonna call the Power Up Punch bait right here. And that is huge for us because now we should be able to get to 2 Icicle Spears before they're able to farm down. So the first one going to put them in range to get knocked out by the second. We're actually going to shield this up here. This is even better for us because it's going to guarantee we get to the Icicle Spear. I think I even over tapped there by 1. So good thing they did throw the Power Up Punch, and we're able to take them out with the Shadow Claw right there on Trevenant, taking that game. Let's hop into the next battle. And we got Walrein into SirFetch'd. So like I said, a lot of horrible leads here in this video. SirFetch'd, one of the worst leads, and we swap out into Azumarill. And this is an important battle because we make a pretty impressive misplay, I guess you could say. Impressive because of how bad it was. So opponent's going to throw the Leaf Blade here. We don't have to shield the first one. They're going to outpace, of course, to the next move. And right here, I decided to shield knowing I could force the second shield. But that's actually a big mistake because now I'm going to allow them to farm me down completely. And that's actually very bad considering what I have in the back. I have no answer for this if it has that big of an energy lead. Look at how much energy it got right there with that farm down. Trevenant comes back in. I'm forced to shield up this Night Slash. they're leaving with energy stored as well. Skarmory comes in. They're at 3 air slashes right now is what I counted. So I throw the Shadow Ball, swap onto Walrein. And that is 6 right there. So I'm like, okay, it's a Sky Attack, whatever, we will take it. Apparently it's a Brave Bird, so this game is working as intended with the invisible moves. And it's a CMP tie, so everything is going wrong right here. I get an extra Powder Snow in there. And the SirFetch'd comes back in. It's going to take us out. Hopefully now it's dry and energy. But apparently this thing has 2 billion energy, so it's going to take us out right here. We're going to lose that game to only 2 Pokemon right there. A lot of misplays, very poorly played. We ended up going 2 and 3 in that second set, which brought us down to 28-65. But 5 and 3 overall. Let's hop into the next set of battles. So jumping into the second half of the video right here, we have the set that got us back over 2900 ELO. Walrein into Alolan Marowak. I actually thought this matchup was a lot worse than it really is for Walrein, so I swapped out into a Azumarill. But we get met by a Sableye, which is actually very nice because we could take switch advantage here. And I guess switch advantage isn't too important because Trevenant loses to Marowak, and Walrein I figured didn't have a great matchup either, so I probably don't care too much to win switch here. I am going to shield just to force the potential second shield here from the opponent. And of course, they probably think that I do want to win switch here, so it makes sense to get the shield there. They're going to farm down, which isn't ideal. But we'll come back in here with the Walrein. And now that shields are down, I know I could take out that Marowak with, maybe not take it out, but get it very low with Earthquake from the Walrein or Shadow Ball from the Trevenant. So I like the position we put ourselves in. Now, unfortunately, we have to shield up this foul play right here, which isn't ideal. And I was a little bit afraid I couldn't actually farm down before they got to another move, so I did panic and threw this Icicle Spear. Now Marowak comes back in. I am going to throw the Earthquake here, which is going to deal huge damage to the opponent. And I swap out to try and snipe with Trevenant. They come in with a Azumarill right here, so actually very nice for us. And actually better that they did come in with the Marowak instead of the Azumarill. So things are looking somewhat winnable here at this point. We are going to eat an Ice Beam here. Does a lot of damage, and unfortunately this Seed Bomb isn't going to KO. And I figured at this point I needed to try and farm down because they probably have a Bone Club ready, so I thought I needed to win here, get off the Seed Bomb on the Marowak. Unfortunately that wasn't the case. Bone Club doesn't KO. If I just threw the Seed Bomb, they'd be forced to take out the Marowak anyways, at which point while dry on energy, maybe I could have got to the Icicle Spear with the Walrein and ended up winning that match. Either way, we end up losing. Well played to the opponent, and we get another bad lead right here in the form of Medicham. So swap out into a Azumarill, and this time we get met by a Charm Alolan Ninetales. So I'm going to go for the Play Rough right here. Did build up to the Hydro Pump, I believe. Actually, no, maybe I didn't. Not sure, not counting here. And my brain isn't working fully, as I have mentioned already once in this video. Side Shot comes through. We do get to this second Play Rough right here. And let's see if no, we're not going to get to another one. We're going to get farmed down right here. I will come in with the Walrein, take a move, and look to commit to the farm down with Powder Snow, which is going to get us a lot of energy right here. They don't get to another move, which is very, very nice. Coming with the Medicham, I'm going to throw one Icicle Spear and then probably swap out into the Trevenant. And it's a Bastiodon in the back. So this team, again, a lot of people are already adapting to Walrein. There are a lot of counters to Walrein on this team. Throwing the Shadow Ball right here, we are going to shield up the potential Flamethrower. Stone Edge doesn't really matter at this point. Going to build up to another Shadow Ball right here. Let's see if the opponent wants to shield this up. They do. And now we're going to get to one more Shadow Ball right here. This is going to take out the Bastiodon, I believe. And now we need to get to a move here. Just need to get to a Seed Bomb here. So I'm going to shield this up. Throw the Seed Bomb. At which point one Icicle Spear should be enough to take out the Medicham. So Seed Bomb comes through, swap out into the Walrein. Icicle Spear is going to knock out the Medicham, and that Bastiodon in the back doesn't want the smoke. We take that game 1-1. Let's hop into the next battle. We got Walrein right here into a defense Deoxys, another horrible lead. There are a lot of bad leads in this video, but we pull through. It's okay. Azumarill comes in here. Opponent's throwing too early. It's only a Psycho Boost, not going to shield. Still does a decent chunk. They swap out into Skarmory. So Gonna throw the Ice Beam right here. Unfortunately, I did let the Air Slash sneak through, which is not ideal. Going to shield up the move right here. Or sorry, not going to shield this up. It's only a Sky Attack. And going to throw the Ice Beam right here. Now, if they let this go through, I may consider shielding. And they actually allow us to get to another Ice Beam, which is amazing. So I'm going to throw this. And we sneak in the bubble right there, which tells me we could win Switch. So now I am going to shield and actually farm down, take Switch advantage, which is huge for this battle right here. Because now we got the Walrein on the Zweilous and Trevenant on Deoxys, which is perfect for us. So Body Slam comes through. I didn't throw because I knew they were going to swap. They were going to try and catch the Icicle Spear. That was part of their win con, so we held off from throwing. Deoxys comes in. We swap out into the Trevenant. I want to overfarm quite a bit right here. Although I guess it doesn't really matter too much because none of these moves are going towards Zweilous, but going to throw the Seed Bomb right here. That is going to knock out the Deoxys. Zweilous comes back in, not expecting a shield right here, of course. And going to get farmed down. Gonna throw the Icicle Spear. See, if we had thrown this at the Deoxys, we could have potentially lost this game right here. But because we held on, we are going to be able to get to this second one right here. The opponent not throwing because they have to get to 2 moves anyways due to us still having a shield. We take that game against another horrible lead right there. Let's hop into the next battle. So we're leading Walrein this time into Galarian Stunfisk. This is a somewhat neutral matchup, but again, it's not the greatest because you do need to land an Earthquake in order to win that match. We swap out into a Azumarill. Opponent brings in Deoxys. This is definitely a winnable matchup for Deoxys with Thunderbolt. And not having Hydro Pump here as well. Going to be going for the Ice Beam. Opponent lets that go through. We will get to the next Ice Beam right here. And the opponent is going to take us out here with the Thunderbolt. So I'm actually going to let this go through. Was thinking about trying to play for Switch, but in the end, didn't want to use any shields. Trevenant comes in, farms down. We see the Sableye. Now, there is a win con here. I need to bait with the Seed Bomb first. And if they do shield, I'm actually going to go straight for the Shadow Ball on the second attempt, hoping that they think it is only another Seed Bomb right here. So I'm going to force all the pressure here with the Shadow Ball, hoping this goes through. Bang! There it is. Sableye gets taken out. Stunfisk comes back in. I'm going to no shield. I actually thought we would survive this. Apparently we do not. Come in with the Walrein right here. And I think at this point, you just have to go straight Earthquake. Don't need to shield the first one. Rock Slide won't KO the first time. Earthquake though will. Here it comes. Bang! There it is. Stunfisk gets taken out. Walrein picking up the big dub right there. 3-1 heading into the final battle of the video. Can we pull out the 4-1 with the Walrein lead? Another pretty rough lead right here. Kind of need to land the Earthquake. Azumarill, safe switch. Here comes the Alolan Ninetales. So going to throw the Play Rough right here. Opponent is going to let that go through. And this could potentially be a Slimy Dazzling, could be a Side Shock. I do actually shield that up. So I am playing for Switch right here, going for the Ice Beam, hoping to get a shield actually here. But they decide not to, and that's going to take out the Ninetales. And Empoleon comes in, which isn't ideal because they could be looking to farm us down. So Play Rough comes through. At this point, I realize I'm in a pretty tough spot here because if they do farm us down, Trevenant's going to be in trouble. Now, I did go for the Play Rough, and thankfully we did survive to make it here. That gets a shield, but they are loaded on energy. Things are not looking good. I need to save this shield, so I'm actually going to tank this Drill Peck right here, and they're going to swap out into Mandibuzz. Here comes the Walrein, and there is a potential win con right here. Foul Play comes through. Going to build up to 2 Icicle Spears. Going to throw this first one. I'm actually hoping the second one will be enough to take out the Mandibuzz here, because I don't want to take any more damage onto my Walrein from this Mandibuzz. I don't want to put Walrein in a farm down range right here. So I'm just going for the Icicle Spear, knowing that this is potentially a game where we could win just from farming down with Trevenant. The opponent is going to throw here. They're actually going to undercharge. We're going to swap out immediately into the Trevenant, just shield once here, commit to the farm down with Shadow Claw, and we're going to be able to win this game and pull out the 4-1 in that set. That's going to bring us back over 2,900, and maybe the legend push is on its way. Also, let me know in the comments, do you guys want me to push for Legend in the Open Great League or in the Sinnoh Cup? I'm open to both. 98% Larvitar, very nice, but let me know in the comments section. Walrein seems like a very solid pick. Highly recommend this Pokemon. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.